Right, today on Hard Talk, I'm going to be having a conversation with Prince David Osei, who is a Ghanaian actor. I don't know if I should add a politician to the things that you do. Are you?
It will suffice.
It will, huh?
Yeah.
So, okay, he's an actor and he is a politician. Good morning, Prince, who is my ex-friend. He's just telling me now. It's good to see you, by the
Good
way.
morning,
How
good
have you
morning.
been?
I've been all right. I'm blessed.
Yeah? How's work?
Work is good. Work is good. We thank God. And how you doing?
I'm doing very well. I can't complain.
We thank God.
Okay, so how has politics been as well? Since you have been, you say you are now a politician too.
Oh, no. Technically, I'm just a beginner. So let's say I've been launched into it. So I'm kind of playing with it now. Let's see where it goes.
Okay, why do you do open politics? I mean, many people are politicians. They do it behind closed doors. Why do you do it so openly? What are you hoping to achieve
When
with
you say
it?
behind closed doors, what do you mean?
There's so many people who campaign secretly. They don't go out, show their faces.
Secretly how?
You answer mine. Why do you do it so openly?
No.
What are you hoping to achieve with it?
If you were doing politics, obviously you need to interact with the people. You need to speak to the people. You need to get to the people. So when you say secretly, then whoever is doing that is a coward, or the person is not proud of
Well,
what he or
when
she
I
is
say
doing.
secretly, I don't mean, secretly as in literally. I mean, we all vote, right? There are so many people in the creative industry that vote who support one party or the other.
Yes.
But they have not made their stance as public as you have.
It all dwells on the energy and the aura around each personality. The kind of personality I possess, I'm very assertive, and when you try to confine me, then it becomes impossible. I'm always, I'm gentle in spirit, but if I have to do something, I put in my all. I don't know how to do stuff halfway or, So basically, it's got to do with my personality.
Okay. Do you have any regrets since you started this?
Regret, the long-term goal is to serve. Whatever I'm doing now is not
in
for
what
today.
capacity?
As the president of Ghana one day.
You want to be a president?
It's not I want to be. I've been ordained to be.
By who?
By who created you?
God. God has
Yes.
ordained you to be president
Yes.
one day.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
I'm hearing this for the first time.
Oh, I started saying it a long time ago. Actually, I found out when I was like 17 years old. And a lot of great men of God who are seers have seen it, not today, from different continents, different countries. So sometimes when people do what they do, if people don't have an idea, don't know where they're going, you should be careful to criticize or say certain stuff, because everybody has a pathway, everybody has a vision, a long-term vision. And I'm sure you sitting here many years ago, you decided you wanted to become who you are. That's why you're in the seat right now. So there is a
the
long-term
goal is to become president
Yes.
one day. And
Yes,
so you're
please.
you've started
So I'm a
nurturing
beginner
that.
now, yeah.
You're nurturing it.
Yeah, I'm nurturing that.
What do you hope to? I mean, you want to go to parliament before you want to hold any ministerial position. What are the processes, or what are you working towards?
You see, it's one step at a time. Initially, I used to speak, I used to write stuff and post on my page. But as you know, quite recently, I was invited to speak at the manifesto,
Yeah,
NPP
we'll play that.
manifesto
We'll
line.
get there.
So it's a graduation from one step to the other. That's how it goes.
But are you hoping to be a member of parliament one day?
If it requires me to be before I get to my destination, why not? Yeah.
But you need to have some experience in public service.
Experience in public service.
You don't think so?
Oh, really?
I'm asking you.
What am I doing as public service?
You're an actor.
I'm an actor, so I deal with the public. I deal with everybody that is in the system. My movies speaks to them. I talk to people. I go to school to give them nugget for living. So that's public service. As part of a celebrity or a public figure, I go to secondary schools and universities where they organize programs where I give them nugget for living, share my experiences and all that. So that's public service.
There are people who have said that you're doing politics because your acting career is dead.
Interestingly, I've been very busy filming. You see, I used to have a long beard.
Yeah.
I had to shave all my beard because of the movie I just finished. We shot part of it in Nigeria and shot part in Ghana. Funke Akindele, if you know her, Jennifer. She's coming out with a new movie titled Everybody Loves Jennifer. We shot in Nigeria and we shot in Ghana. They used the Safari Valley as a location to film. So, and I filmed in Kumasi 2 weeks ago. I've been filming outside. My recent movie, Letter to Godot, has been nominated for the Toronto Film Festival. They're all on my Instagram page. So if somebody tells me maybe I'm doing politics because career, the person is a joke. I have, like, this year I've really shot movies. I have a lot of movies coming out in the cinemas and, international movies. Aside that, people also have the perception that maybe it's money. No. You see, you can't feature in a future you can't picture. Everybody and how they live. I'm not doing it for money or for recognition or whatever. Because if it's money, nobody has given me any money.
For the politics that you do?
Yes,
really?
Nobody.
Not
Sometimes if I have to be at certain events, I even use my money to buy the ticket and maybe they will reimburse me later. So the
then
goal,
you received something. I mean, if you're
no.
later.
Okay, so if you're supposed to travel to maybe Takoradi or Kumasi to do a function and you buy your ticket and they reimburse you, I mean, I'm going to work.
Right.
Do you understand?
We will get into politics very deeply shortly. But you say that you've been very busy filming.
Yeah.
But do you people still have a movie industry? Is there? Is this still
How do you
alive?
mean?
There are some who say that the movie industry is dead, is collapsed.
It's not dead, it's not collapsed. No,
But is
recently
the movie industry, as you are coming from Nigeria, you
Yes,
said, is it as vibrant?
No, you see, Nigerians have the numbers, and Nigerians, there are a lot of private sector individuals who support the movie fraternity. Over here, it's different. I've been filming a lot in Nigeria. If you go on YouTube right now, you click Prince David Osei, there are a lot of movies that will pop up, mostly Nollywood movies, Nigerian movies. Do you understand?
You are doing more Nigerian
Yes.
film.
Because,
why not Ghanaian film?
Because sometimes over here, they can't pay me. When I mention my price, they can't pay. And sometimes I do favors for some of the directors I know. But mostly, they can't pay.
They
the
can't
budget.
pay you.
Yeah,
but
so,
you're a Ghanaian. You want to be a president of this country one
Yes.
day. You are abandoning your country to
I'm
go
not-
and film in another country.
I'm not
You want to
abandoning.
make their movie industry better. You are abandoning where you are from.
You don't understand. It's not abandoning.
It's what?
Because they are sorting for my services. If you are good and other people want to use you, will you say no?
But you don't want to build the Ghanaian film
I've
industry?
produced movies here. I produced 3 movies. The last movie I produced is Display As You Prayed. It's a movie that will be coming to the cinema very soon. So personally, I produce movies too.
You said you just finished shooting
Shooting
your
in
own
Kumasi.
film in Kumasi.
No, not my own film.
It's not your own
Yeah,
film.
it's for the owner of GHOne in Kumasi.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's going to be a Ghanaian.
That's a
It's a
Ghanaian
fully
with
Ghanaian
a
movie.
Jacko, with Kweku Menu, with Calibos, a host of all the, wonderful actors. Yeah.
So the Ghanaian movie industry is not dead.
It's not dead. It depends. If they call you to come and film, it's not dead. If they don't call you, then to you it's dead.
But
People are filming.
To be very honest,
Yeah.
I mean, is it still vibrant?
It's very
like before?
Not like before, not like initially when we started. You see, there was a disconnect. When we transitioned from the DVDs and the CDs to digital, a lot of people didn't follow. That's where the lapse is. The Nigerians were smart. When they transitioned from VCDs to DVDs, then they went to YouTube. Then we were laughing at them. We were calling it YouTube movies. But now they're cashing out with monetization or YouTube on Facebook. Anywhere you put your movie now, you make money. And that's what we are trying to grow in Ghana, because we're trying to build a YouTube page as well, where people can, stream their movies and make money. I mean, everybody has a YouTube account now.
Okay. Speaking of the industry, and then the politics that you are doing, when did you decide to start politics full-time?
Well, back in Lagos, I used to engage in 1 or 2, if SRC stuff, my friends want to vie for a position, I go around room to room, helping them campaign and all that. So I would say it started from Lagos.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's look at the party that you belong to, the NPP. You say that you've been ordained to be president one day. I'm guessing that you want to do that on the ticket of the NPP.
Well, we don't know.
Who is we? You and God?
Yes, if God decides, man proposes, God is well. I don't know where, but definitely I know I would be. But as to how, I just have to be ready. So when it's time, I don't have to be ready.
Why did you decide to join the NPP and not the NDC or any other party?
So back in Legon, I used to love JJ a lot. His blessed memory. I used to visit him at Ridge. He was a very good, like a father to me. I used to visit him. I kind of fell in love with the NPP ideology, their policies. Any major thing, as a matter of fact, that have happened in the creative sector is mostly come from the NPP. And back in the days when I was in school and, you know, Jake Obechebi and Kufuor came to campus to campaign, you know, to come into power, I met these people. I was so excited about it. And let's not forget the fact that I used to live at Kokomlemle, just across the NPP headquarters. Our house was around King David Hotel. So I used to see these people come for meetings. You know, sometimes I stand by the gate and just admire them from afar. So maybe that informed my decision.
Okay. Now, you'd say that any major thing that has happened in the creative arts industry has been propelled by the NPP.
Yes.
I want us to, you know, look at the promises of the NPP in previous years. So in 2016, for instance, when the NPP won the election, let's start from there. Okay. They promised to provide incentives to creative industry, which will help them create jobs. What exactly did they do?
What exactly did they do? Okay, so let's start from the normal festivals that they do. You see the paragliding festival that they do in Kwawu. It was just like a normal activity that people go to Kwawu during the Easter festivities and they do. But with the NPP, with the Ministry of Tourism, they've been able to turn it into an international event where people come from all over to celebrate, to
but
do
the
their parachute
paragliding
stuff.
didn't start in 2017.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. You said it didn't start from...
When did it start? It didn't start in 2017, 2016.
No, you're talking about from 2017 to now. How are you equating it? You said from 2017 till now, what has...
But so I'm asking you, the promise was to provide incentives.
Incentives, yeah.
Kwawu paragliding is not
No,
an
I'm
incentive.
trying to tell you the achievement in the creative sector. How do you
but I'm asking you particular promises. I'm asking about particular promises, yes. Because one of the other promises that they're providing incentive and organizing a festival is not the same.
Okay, so if it's about incentive, NLA have given grants to movie producers. I think NLA with the French Embassy and the Creation of Africa and the International de la...
When?
June.
This June?
Yes.
This is 2023.
Yeah, proud to that.
In fact, 2024. I'm talking about 2016.
Calm down. When we experienced the COVID era, incentives and monies were given, SMEs were given to producers, were given to movie practitioners, people who are into the movie fraternity, to produce movies, to do creative stuff. Aside that, we have the renovation of the Ghana Mausoleum. It created jobs for people, it created jobs for carpenters, it created jobs for artisans. Aside that, there is a grant that you can access as a creative person if you have to do productions, if you have to do movies.
When?
You said when?
Yeah. There's a grant for people who want to go into movies?
Yeah, if you want to go into productions.
When has that grant been available?
Oh, it's always been there. The Creative Arts sort of fund.
That Creative Arts fund was set up recently. It's not been that long.
Yes, but
I know of the Creative Arts Council.
That's a Creative Arts Agency.
Is it the same?
Yes, Creative Arts Council.
So that's where the fund
Agency
comes from. And that has, when was that launched?
That was launched somewhere, I think, in 2019, if I'm not mistaken. I don't remember that.
Okay.
But this platforms gives...
in 2016, that promise to set up the fund was made, and that did not happen.
But that was when NPP came into power.
Yes, but that's a promise. So, yes.
Okay, so hold it. 2016, they introduced the year of return.
You mean 2017?
2017, because 2016, they just assumed power. Now, let me tell you some of the achievements of the year of return. This was a major event that brought people across the whole world to celebrate Ghana. It put Ghana on the map, created jobs for musicians, for actors, for MCs, for a lot of people in the movie fraternity, be it vendors, be it hotels, everything.
Okay.
Ghana was like a beacon. Everybody was coming to Ghana for the year of return.
Okay.
It was so successful that they had to do beyond the return, which also created jobs, created opportunities for people, and it created a lot of events that people want to come to Ghana every December. December in Ghana, it's like a big show. They had Afro Nation, Afro Fusion. So if you are telling me from 20 blah, 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 and they said they were going to give incentive and blah, 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 what more could we have asked for? This event that employed almost everybody.
Okay. Now, I'm glad that you talk about the year of return, because the promise on the year of return was to aggressively develop our tourist sites.
Yes.
Right? And bring them to like world-class standards, for them to compete with like the world-class tourist sites that we have. And the promise was to do that by pursuing a deliberate marketing program to promote unique historical sites, waterfalls, and other cultural artifacts, take the staffing of these tourist sites and the whole hospitality industry as a whole very seriously, and to improve professionalism in the sector, and partner with private sector to set up a state-of-the-art hospitality teaching facility, which hasn't happened. An operational hotel, classrooms, kitchens, libraries, and dormitories. But this year of return, you mentioned Afro Nation, Afro Future. They have all been so focused on Accra. But Accra is not the only place in Ghana. There are other tourist sites in other parts of the country.
They go to the Cape Coast Castle. They go there. The tourists, they travel that far to the Cape Coast to, have a first-hand experience with a slave trade and what have you, to learn our culture, our history. They go to Takoradi. They go to Kumasi.
Okay.
They go to
what's in Kumasi that they go to?
They go to Menchia. They go to the art center. They go to the what's the name of the lake?
Lake Bosumtwe.
Bosumtwe. There are a lot of tourist attraction places in Kumasi. There are a lot of monuments. There are a lot of.
Have we been able to bring them up to world-class standard?
If you say world-class standard,
it's not
what do you mean?
It's the promise that was made by your party.
Yes, if you say world-class standard, because we go to Israel and we go to a place where there was a tomb, it's just a stone.
Yes, but
we paid that much to travel to Israel to visit a stone. We call it the Tomb of Christ, and we take pictures. It's just a stone. So if you place a stone somewhere and the excitement, the euphoria is all over the place, and people travel to just come and watch a stone or stand on a wall and pray, and it's tourist attraction, then I believe we can, there's a lot.
But that stone from many years ago that you learned as a child.
That's why
the building, there's been some renovation. The Kwame Nkrumah Mausoleum has undergone renovation.
Yes, and it's beautiful, isn't it?
The museum that you talk about, it has gone through renovation. Yeah. That is the whole idea.
Yeah, but you said it's not up to the world standard.
I'm asking you if that has been done.
I have not necessarily visited it yet, so I wouldn't say. But what I'm saying is, when it comes to tourism, it's got to do with history, heritage. If something, let's say something happened like on Fanotis too, if somebody visits there and sees it and take a picture, it's a monument. It has historical heritage.
Okay.
Whether it rains or whatever, it's a history. I go to New York and I want to stand somewhere downtown and take a picture that depicts, New York. You go to Kumasi, there are a lot of landmarks and places you can take pictures. That still, projects Ghana in a very positive light. And
okay, you as a creative art person, someone who is passionate about your industry, you really don't mind that all of these promises have not been fulfilled, but the fact that the year of return and beyond the return have been successful, that's enough for you?
Oh, not necessarily. If you want to be fair with yourself, in this country, I've been one person that I've been very critical of my government. Say me. That supports them. I criticize them because I want them to do better. I want them to do good. So if there are challenges, obviously, when you decide you want to do stuff and you don't achieve success, maybe 90%, and there are lapses here and there, it's okay to admit that, the goal was to do this, that, but for some reason, you couldn't do it, but you still have the intention of doing it, going forward. That's a good thing.
Okay.
I'm not admitting that all the promises that were made have been fulfilled.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to pick your thoughts on the cathedral because that's also supposed to be a tourist site. Do you support it?
To be very honest with you, from the onset of building the cathedral, I wasn't in support of it. That's the honest truth.
You've never been in support of it?
Yes, I've never been
But
in
you
support
believe
of it.
in God. God, you said God has ordained you to be president. You don't believe in building a house for God?
God is within you. God is you. You were made in the image and likeness of God. God lives in you. God is a spirit. So if you build a monument, a cathedral for God that you want people as a tourist attraction, it's good. But I'm telling you, I believe God dwells in everyone. So if you tell me, because I believe in God, before I left my car to come here for the interview, I prayed. I commune with God. So we speak to God. But a building itself is a building until people go in there to communicate with God. It's just a building. It's a cathedral, architectural beauty, fine. But it's a building. Until the souls go in there and they commune with God, it's not a church.
So do you believe in those who say that we could have used the resources of the cathedral for something better?
People have diverse opinions.
I'm asking you, you're not in support of it, so...
No, I said initially I've never been in support of it.
Are you in support of it now?
No. Has it been completed?
But what does it matter? Are you in support of it?
Yeah, I said from the onset I've never been in support of the cathedral, building the cathedral, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the promises that were made. I mean, in 2020, I told you about the fund that you say that has been set up.
You're dealing with me like I'm a politician. Am I a minister?
Are you not a politician?
Am I a minister?
Wait, in 2016, the fund promise was there. It wasn't done. In 2020, again, it was promised to set up a creative fund to support artists. You say that it has been done. I am telling you that it has not been done because in 2022, in March, the Deputy Minister for Tourism, Marco Kwekumante, said that government reiterated that promise, that government is going to institute the Creative Arts Fund to support practitioners. Now, this was in 2022, meaning it had not been done as at 2022. And then 2 weeks ago, the NDC made a promise that they were going to set up a Creative Arts Fund. If that promise did exist, the NDC wouldn't be making a promise like that as well.
Oh, no.
Or you are confident that it exists?
It's their manifesto drive. They can make promises. I mean, you say you want to construct roads. Somebody can also say, I'm also going to construct roads. Are you aware we are building, the creative arts sector is building amphitheaters all over the region?
We will get there. Has the fund been created?
That's what I'm telling you, that few months ago, grants were given to movie producers. And
so when was the fund established?
When was the fund established? The fund has always been there according to what I know.
When you say always, when is always?
You see, they have different, what's it called? How do I put it? Different funds for different reasons. This one that was disbursed recently was for producers. To enhance Ghana's cinema was for producers. There was an alliance with the French embassy and was that a
government project?
Sort of, they solicited for funds with the National Film Authority.
Because you're talking about...
it's NFA, not government, National Film Authority.
I'm not in that sector, so I wouldn't know.
So it's a government institution, and they were the ones that disbursed the money. So some way, somehow, it's some kind of fund that was disbursed to movie producers.
But it's not it didn't come from the... It didn't,
but it's from the creative fraternity. Did it
come... Was it under the auspices of the tourism ministry?
Yes.
It was?
Yes, because it was actually handed over at the tourism center. That's where they did a presentation of the checks. It was 98,000 euros given to 3 producers. I think one got 80,000 for a movie titled Die Trying. It's got to do with illegal mining. That's the storyline. Then the other 2 got, I think, it was, the total was 98,000.
Okay, 98,000 euros.
Yeah.
That was given to them.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, another promise in the 2020 manifesto was to complete the theater in Kumasi. That's what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's a cultural
and
center.
Construct new theaters in Takoradi and Tamale. Where are they now? What's going on with them?
To be very honest with you, I have no update on that.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not like I'm the minister. I'm just an actor who is passionate about the political, so I don't know about the progress it has got into, but I know they are constructing, is it a 10,000 seater capacity in Kumasi, and we're constructing amphitheaters all over the regions, amphitheaters for, for productions and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. But you are a member of the manifesto committee of this government.
Yes,
right?
the creative arts.
The creative arts, of course. And you made quite a number of promises. You say that you're going to use tax incentives, including a flat tax to incentivize private sector investment in sports, tourism, roll out a visa-free policy.
For all Africans and people from the Caribbean.
Establish a partnership with the private sector to stream
our content. And
that's a repeat of a 2020 promise, by the way. And also establish a regional creative hub. That was also a promise that you made in 2016. So these are the things that you want to do.
So promises were made in 2018. I asked you, did you say 2018 or?
2016.
16. It was not fulfilled and it's carried forward. But are you aware, through the Ministry of Tourism and Creative Arts, now we've been able to monetize our social media handles, like for the creatives and content creators, Facebook, Instagram, monetization. Now people can make money by posting their content. Nigeria have been enjoying it for some time now. Through the, the auspices of the creative sector, we've been able to do that. And that's a big thing. So now when you post something on Facebook, you're getting paid.
Okay. I ask you of these promises and the fact that you're on the committee because you're on that committee to represent the creative arts. And you think that these are the things that are needed to improve the sector?
Definitely. It's all. I mean, if we have this operational, everybody in the movie fraternity, or no, the creative arts sector, will benefit, be it a carpenter, be it an artisan, be it a scriptwriter, be it a painter, what have you, everybody's going to, get something to do and make ends meet.
Okay, you made certain posts. You talk about the fact that you are one person that has criticized this government a lot, even though you're a part of the party. And I want to start from 2017 when this party first came to power. You made a tweet or a post about the movie industry being ideal. Today you say it is not ideal, but in 2017 you said that it was ideal and you called on the president to do something about it.
2017 and 2024 is not the same. Time has passed.
And
2017, it was idle. 2017, tell me one movie you remember from 2017.
I don't remember any movie from
the cinema. The cinema was basically dead. It was dead. I think it picked up in 2019 with the likes of GHOne and Juliet Ibrahim and myself and Kafu Danku producing movies and
So yeah. It's up and running again.
Yeah, it's up and running now. A lot of people, because I think recently there was a production by Fela Makafui. I was part of it. The cinema was filled to brim, even in Kumasi. I think they are premiering a movie titled Delivery Boy over the weekend. Last weekend when I was in Kumasi, they were premiering a movie. And people are filming. That's the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. The upcomers, the young ones coming up, are busy. I see a lot of producers, approaching me for movie roles and stuff like that.
But they can't pay you.
Sometimes I subsidize, sometimes to, if I'm busy, then I'd rather do what I have to do to earn more money than,
Okay. Now, in 2020 as well, fast forward, you campaigned for the NPP again. You endorsed them. You had an interview and you said that, we need to keep the NPP in power to continue with the good works that they have done. And then in 2021, barely 3 months after the election, you came to make a post that the government's actions are making those of you who campaigned for them look mindless.
Yeah, I said that.
You said that in 2021. And then you also said in April 2021, a month later after that interview, that you expected things to get better by the end of President Akufo-Addo's tenure. Then...
Do you know why I said that?
I don't know why you said that.
Okay, so I'm a very firm believer an advocate of success and greatness.
Okay.
Before we came into power, there was COVID, like the transition from 20 whatever. There was COVID and electricity was given to households, water was given to households. And after we came into power, they started taxing the people to pay for and that didn't go down with me. That's why I said what I said, because it's like I walk up to you and I tell you, vote for 4 more to do more. You understand? Then just after 3-4 months, you have been asked to pay for the usage of water, whatever. I didn't find it cool. So that's why I said what I said, because I was the one that was championing the agenda of 4 more to do more, and I felt like it wasn't fair. Do you understand?
Okay. Well, so that's 2021, and then in October 2022, you made a post again, and you said that you were wrong for giving the president the benefit of the doubt, and so you're going to stage a demonstration.
That was when
that was in 2022.
2022.
You were wrong for giving the president the benefit of the doubt. Now, in 2024, you mounted the stage in Takoradi just last weekend and telling us to believe in the NPP government again.
The NPP government.
Did you not see those positives when you were going on and on about the president's failure?
The issue with humanity is we only see the negatives. NPP as a party has done a lot over the years. They've constructed over 12,000 kilometers of roads, overpasses and whatever. The Agenda 111 to build 111 hospitals are ongoing. Free SHS. They've brought stability. I don't want to talk about a lot of things, but I'm telling you, if you look at the positives and the negatives, obviously, no government is going to run 100%. There are going to be deficiencies here and there. And for me to be an honest person, when there were lapses, I spoke about it. I didn't condone it. That should tell you how genuine I am as a person. Now, the reason I told Ghanaians to give Dr. Bawumia a chance is Dr. Bawumia is a different individual with a different ideology and philosophy of governance when it comes to the presidency. He's been a vice president. And as a vice president, let's be honest, when you look at his foresight, as a vice president, he's created a paperless port. You don't have to go to the port and be carrying photocopies and stuff all over the place. With the introduction of the Ghana card, now you can access funds, access a lot of things. They have all your data. If anybody commits crime today, right now, just by your Ghana card, they can find out where you are, your family members, everything. It's integrated. With the mobile interoperability, you can send money across banks everywhere. Previously, you couldn't do that. And now everybody that does a transaction uses the bank card, the Ghana card. So now you can be tracked if there are fraudulent activities. It's kind of bringing sanity into the system. I don't want to talk about the phase 2 of the Kumasi airport, the funds that were used in building that he facilitated that. We're talking about the Sunyani airport. We're talking about a man who has a vision. It's brought about digitization. Now, previously, if you wanted to go somewhere in Ghana, you're probably going to get the address and say, what if you get there and the woman doesn't show up? Now, with the digital address, all you need to do is just input the digital address and the Uber will take you anywhere.
So these
are ideas, innovations, and, stuff that is taking us further.
So if I understand you, you believe more in the ideologies of the vice president.
When you say more, how do you mean?
Because you said that you were wrong.
I was wrong because as at the time
hold on. You said you were wrong about giving the president, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, the benefit of the doubt.
That you said that was 2022.
Oh, so it's changed.
You don't understand what I'm saying. At every point in time, when things were bad, I spoke against it. I spoke to the issue. And if you are referring to what I said in the past and what I'm saying now, I'm telling you, at the moment, what I'm marketing is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, the legacy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo. Nana Addo has done his bit. In the next few months, he's going to transition.
Are you proud of what Nana Addo did?
Oh, of course, I'm proud.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you want us to vote for Dr. Bawumia?
Because Dr. Bawumia is like a transition. It's progress. He has different ideology that will enhance what the Akufo-Addo government has done.
But Mr. Mahama also has ideologies.
I didn't want to talk about that, but if you want us to go there, tell me one significant thing you remember NDC for, especially Mahama regime.
Have you seen the Ridge Hospital?
Yes.
Yeah, it's one significant thing.
Okay.
I'm not a communicator for
No,
the
no, no,
party,
yeah. It's
least,
beautiful. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
At the UGMC, right?
Yeah.
Okay, beautiful.
So that's one,
That's,
at least two.
Okay, that's it. He has been an assemblyman. He has been a Minister of Information. In fact, he's been a parliamentarian. He's cut across everything. He's been a vice president. Technically, he was more like the president when late Atta Mills was in power because he was sick. So he was more like the person, you know, running the show behind the scenes. Then he became a president. I don't have a problem with the man. He's such, you know, a nice gentleman. He's done enough for Ghana. But my issue is Ghana has a population of about 30-something million.
33.
33. Why? Why must it be one man become a president, go through all the runs, and come back again? It looks like an insult to the whole of Ghana. It's like the whole country, there's nobody that can man the affairs of Ghana. We have to bring an ex-president to come in. Because he's already been a president. He's been a vice
That's the only
president.
reason why you don't
No,
support.
and the policies with the Creative Act, I don't remember any significant landmark during his tenure with the Creative Act. I don't remember.
What's the one significant landmark of the NPP in the Creative Act?
One landmark?
Yeah.
If I close my eyes, I can tell you the year of return. I can tell you the Creative Art sector.
Is one landmark?
Yes.
Is a
The
year of return.
year of return is a major event that will stay forever. This is an event that brought Jay-Z, brought Beyonce, brought people from all and sundry to Ghana. Yeah.
Okay.
Created jobs and, you know, brought money, you know, helped the economy.
Okay. I see. Now, so you believe in the legacy of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, but you want us to give Bawumia a chance.
See, I did stated the achievement of Dr. Bawumia just as a vice president. And if you want us to go there, when His Excellency, the former president, was a vice president, what did he do? Say one thing he did as a vice president.
You tell me, you are
No,
part
no,
of the
no,
party.
something notable, because at the moment, Doctor is a vice president. He's not a president yet. And I've enumerated the things he's done, which are like major achievements that you and I are all benefiting from. Do you understand? Now you want to purchase, you want to get a passport, you don't have to worry yourself, just log on. Previously, we give money to people to help us get passport, and it will take forever. Now you log on, you pay your 500 cedis or 600. The next moment, they invite you to come capture, and you have a passport. Life has become a bit easier. Not to say that, you know, everything is okay, but, you know, certain basic amenities and certain basic stuff has become very easy for everyone.
Okay. So you say, and we have to wrap up, by the way.
Oh, so soon?
Yeah,
I'm loving this.
There's no time, but I mean, okay, let's stay on the NDC very, very shortly. Director, please give me a few minutes. You don't believe in the ideologies of former President Mahama. You don't think he should come back?
No, it's not like I don't believe. Do you understand? I have a stance, but I admire him.
Okay.
There's no two ways about it.
But you don't think an ex-president should come back to contest again?
I just feel he should have left someone else.
Okay. But you said a couple of months when you were here on this show with my colleague Lily that you're going to campaign for John Dumelo, who is your friend.
That's Ayawaso.
Okay.
And it's something that will come on.
Will you?
Yes.
Will you still campaign for him?
Ayawaso Central.
Even if it's against your party, because your party has a candidate there.
To be honest with you, I don't care about the candidate there. That's the honest truth. I'm being honest with you.
Why?
You see, I'm telling you something. I'm a different human being. I told you I operate differently. If something is white, it's white. If John goes to Parliament on the Ayawaso ticket, it's one of us. It's a representation of the creative arts. We stood on a platform and the campaign for the woman the last time, and she was ungrateful. So even though I'm a full-blooded NPP and I speak to power, I will support John for Ayawaso.
Even against that candidate,
That's a problem.
who has now become a minister.
That's a problem.
When your party
Yes.
is saying that every single person
Yes.
must rally behind the various
Rally
candidates.
behind Dr. Bawumia and other MPs. But for me, I'm not rallying behind that woman.
Because John is your friend?
It's not because John is my friend.
Because you believe that John is a better candidate?
Yes.
Why?
Why? That's my opinion.
What makes John a better candidate than your parliamentary candidate?
Because he's one of us. First, he's one of us. He's one of the creative guys. And I would love to see John in parliament.
Than Lydia Alhassan?
She has already been in parliament. She's an incumbent, right?
Yes.
Yes. You see, I don't know, people reason differently. If somebody puts their life, their career on the line to do something for you, there wouldn't have been any insult or anything if I hadn't gone to the Ayawaso with my friends.
Okay.
We were doing our thing, 4 more to do more, until we showed up there. And there's one thing about me, I don't care if you're my father, you're my sister, whatever. If you do something that is not right, I'll tell it to your face. If you like, don't talk to me again. It is what it is. So I'm telling you, my dream is for John to win the Ayawaso seat. That doesn't mean I'm NDC. I'm still for Dr. Bawumia for the presidency and other MPs to go to parliament. But the Ayawaso, I'm throwing my weight behind my friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, there's a question here for you. You know Nilante van der Poy, the member of parliament for Dodo Diodo constituency. He's watching the show.
Yeah.
He said, Serwaa, please ask Prince David Osei, what is the difference between Emancipation Day and Year of Return?
He said you should ask me that.
Yes.
Why?
He said I should ask you. Viewers sending questions all the time.
No, you said...
He said that, Nilante van der Poy, the
you should
MP
ask me why.
He said, what is the difference between
Emancipation Day
and yes,
and the Year of Return?
yes.
I wouldn't answer that.
Why?
I don't know why you should ask me such a question. Yeah. I wouldn't answer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Finally, though, I mean, your slip at the
Is it the 7th December?
Yeah.
7th November.
Yeah, I'm sure that you've seen the backlash that it came with.
Oh, it made me trended for some time. It was good.
You like the trend?
Hasn't anybody slipped before? It's normal. It's a human thing. The president was going to mention Dr. Bawumia the other time. He mentioned Mahama. Mahama slipped before, so it's a human thing. If I was supposed to say 7th December and I said 7th November, I don't see the big deal.
Okay. There's another question for you. My director will kill me.
I thought you said we were wrapping up.
There's another question that if the NPP gave you money today to campaign heavily, will you?
The what?
If your party gave you money to campaign heavily, would you?
I've been campaigning heavily since day one without no money. Did you see me in any ministerial appointment? It's been 7 years getting to 8 years. Did you see me in any office or anything?
If they give you, will you take it? Okay.
If they gave me
money,
as in, Prince, take this money, why wouldn't I take it?
Okay.
Of course I'll take it.
You
and I'll
take
enjoy it.
Okay. Thank you very much
I'll
for
give you
coming on
some.
the show.